So far, I have tried to define what I mean by culturally relevant worship.
到目前為止，我就嘗試去定義乜嘢係切合文化嘅崇拜。
And I have issued a caution.
我提出咗一個警告。
We have sometimes depended too heavily on outward forms to portray us as culturally relevant.
我哋有時太過依靠外顯嘅形式嚟到形容自己係唔係切合文化。
I have made the claim that experiencing the presence of Jesus Christ in worship is true relevance.
我提出咗一個講法，就係喺崇拜之中經歷耶穌基督嘅同在，就係真實嘅切合。
And now I would like to come to part 3.
而家我會去到第3個部分。
Highly participatory worship is a priority.
會眾高度參與嘅崇拜係我哋優先要考慮嘅事情。
And here's why I think it's a priority.
以下係點解我咁樣話佢係有優先嘅原因。
Because increased participation helps us experience the presence of Jesus.
更多嘅參與幫助我哋經驗耶穌嘅同在。
And also because participation is highly valued by younger generations of worshipers today.
同埋喺今日年輕一代嘅敬拜者係極度重視參與嘅。
So let us talk about participation and cultural relevancy.
咁我哋而家就講下參與同埋文化切合。
I can tell you that in North America, many pastors and worship leaders are very concerned about how passive the people are in worship.
喺北美都有好多牧者同埋崇拜嘅領袖，越嚟越關注到啲敬拜者好被動。
They would tell you that passivity is a problem, a big problem.
佢哋覺得呢一個被動係一個問題。
Many worshipers have become spectators, as if it's an event.
好多敬拜者都變咗一個活動嘅觀眾。
But I'm going to simply suggest that many worship leaders fail to design and lead services that invite the engagement of worshipers.
我想提出嘅就係有好多崇拜領袖未能夠設計同埋帶領，能夠邀請敬拜者去投入參與嘅崇拜聚會。
And I'm finding that it really doesn't have to do with any particular style.
而呢一件事係並唔係同任何特定嘅崇拜風格有關嘅。
For example, passive worship happens in contemporary worship and in traditional worship sometimes.
譬如呢啲都會發生喺無論係傳統抑或係現代嘅崇拜之中。
Let me give you 2 examples.
咁我俾2個例子大家。
Not long ago, a pastor from a large church in the U.S. called me and wanted some advice.
冇幾耐之前，有一間大教會嘅牧者打電話俾我，希望得到一啲建議。
He said that in his contemporary service, he noticed that the only real thing that the congregation was asked to participate in was the singing.
佢發現喺佢嘅教會現代崇拜嗰度，嗰啲會眾唯一實在咁樣被邀請去參與嘅，就只係得唱詩歌嘅部分。
And yet, when he watched carefully week after week,
但係當佢每個星期細心咁樣觀察，
he noticed something.
佢留意到一啲嘢。
That the people were not really singing along too much.
就係其實嗰啲會眾都唔係好起勁咁唱詩歌。
Rather, they were watching the worship band perform the songs while they watched and listened.
相反，呢啲會眾一路睇住敬拜隊唱出嗰啲詩歌。
And the pastor was very concerned about this. He said, that doesn't look like very strong participation in worship. I'm concerned.
呢個牧者就好擔心，佢睇到喺崇拜之中會眾嘅參與係好弱。
But not long after this, I visited a traditional worship service.
咁冇幾耐之後，我就參與咗一個傳統嘅崇拜聚會
which told the same story but in a different slant.
情況都係一樣，即係傾斜咗去另外一邊。
I noticed that most of the activity of the service was presented up front for the people.
佢留意到崇拜裏面有好多嘅程序都係喺台前為會眾而做出嚟㗎。
A choir sang and the congregation applauded.
詩班就唱詩，會眾就拍手啦。
Then 3 young girls played simple classical piano solos for the offertory, and people applauded.
有3個小女孩彈啲好簡單嘅古典鋼琴獨奏曲作為獻奏，會眾就拍手啦。
And a beautiful soprano vocalist sang a solo, and the people applauded.
一個女高音唱一首獨唱曲，會眾又拍手啦。
The preacher preached an inspiring sermon, however, no one applauded.
講員講出咗好激勵人心嘅講章，不過就冇人拍手啦。
Don't know why,
我唔知點解，
but the congregation functioned like an audience.
但係會眾就好似觀眾咁樣。
And there were performers up front that were doing things that the people just watched.
但係嗰啲演出者就喺台前為佢哋演出，嗰啲人就只係望住。
So you see, passivity doesn't have to do with any particular style. It has to do with worship leaders.
所以被動並唔係同崇拜風格有關，而係嗰啲嘅領袖。
Who need to understand what's going on here.
佢哋要明白發生緊乜嘢事。
Thankfully, more people are becoming aware of the need for participative worship.
感恩嘅係越嚟越多人留意到讓會眾參與崇拜嘅必要性。
I want to share an example for you, and I'll explain this as we go.
我都想呢同大家講一個例子，同大家分享。
Perhaps you've seen this before.
可能你已經見過㗎啦。
Philosopher Soren Kierkegaard wrote of the audience mentality and worship.
哲學家奇克果曾經寫到有關呢一種觀眾嘅意識同埋崇拜。
And he noticed that going to church had begun to resemble going to the theater to see a stage play.
佢留意到返教會開始變得好似去睇劇場一樣，睇話劇一樣。
Kierkegaard said, when one attends the theater,
佢話當人去到劇場，
there are actors who are on stage performing for the pleasure of the audience.
有啲演員喺台上面表演娛樂觀眾嘅，
They are performers.
佢哋係演出者。
And then you have the audience who consists of people who passively watch the performers.
然後我哋又見到觀眾就好被動咁樣睇住嗰啲演出者。
And the audience decides if what the performers do meets their expectations.
然後呢啲觀眾就會決定究竟演出者有冇達到自己嘅期望。
And Kierkegaard said in a stage play,
佢就話喺呢一個嘅話劇裏面，
there are prompters who are off stage, unseen, and they kind of coach and help the performers do a good job.
係有一啲協助嘅工作人員喺嗰啲唔同嘅幕後人員，佢哋就會喺度幫呢一啲嘅演出者做好佢哋嘅本分。
Prompters help with costume changes and stage set changes and so forth.
譬如佢哋會幫嗰啲演出者換戲服啦，佢哋會換幕啊等等。
Sadly, Kierkegaard felt that going to church had become similar to going to the theater.
奇克果感到好傷心，覺得返教會已經變得好似去劇場一樣咁啦。
He said important worship leaders like musicians and pastors perform up front, similar to actors on a stage.
重要嘅崇拜領袖，包括負責音樂嘅同埋牧者等等，就好似喺台前嗰啲嘅演員咁樣去演出。
And then he said the congregation is acting like an audience.
而嗰啲會眾就好似做咗觀眾咁樣。
They come and sit down and want to be entertained.
佢哋坐低就希望得到娛樂。
And in this model, God is this offstage prompter.
喺呢個模式裏面，神就變咗嗰啲協助嘅工作人員啦。
The unseen presence helping the worship leaders do their job for the pleasure of the people.
喺睇唔到嘅幕後去幫助崇拜領袖做好佢哋要做嘅工作，為咗要娛樂會眾。
But of course, Kierkegaard believed that this was very far removed from biblical worship.
但係當然，奇克果係相信咁樣嘅情況同聖經所講嘅崇拜距離係好遠㗎。
And so he turned the model around.
所以佢將呢一個模式調轉。
And he said biblical worship portrays the congregation as the true performers of worship.
佢話忠於聖經嘅崇拜描述會眾係作為崇拜中真正嘅演出者。
The leaders up front become the prompters.
台前嘅領袖係協助嘅工作人員。
Their job is to encourage and enable the congregation to do the acts of worship.
佢哋嘅工作就係要喺崇拜之中鼓勵會眾同埋幫助佢哋去崇拜。
And in Kierkegaard's model, this leaves God as the audience of one.
咁喺奇克果嘅模式之中，神好自然就會成為咗崇拜唯一嘅觀眾啦。
Now, I want to give a word of caution.
我都有啲嘅提示俾大家。
Kierkegaard's model is not a perfect one.
佢呢一個模式唔係一個完美嘅。
God is actually more active than merely as an audience.
神係比一個觀眾係更加嘅主動。
However, it is a useful model to look at.
但係呢個模式都對我哋有啲嘅幫助。
Because it helps us understand that the people of God must do worship.
佢讓我哋明白到神嘅子民係有啲嘢要做嘅。
They're the primary participants in this conversation with God.
佢哋就喺呢個與神嘅對話之中嘅參與者。
Not just selected special people up front.
唔係選出有一啲人喺台前做呢件事。
In too many churches, the platform ministry has dominated the worship service.
喺好多嘅教會之中，崇拜都變成咗舞台嘅事工。
And this can happen whether it's traditional worship or contemporary worship.
無論喺傳統抑或係現代嘅崇拜都係一樣。
Either way, the people are reduced in their participation and they start to feel like an audience.
嗰啲嘅會眾都變得好似只係一個觀眾咁樣。
And that was Kierkegaard's concern.
奇克果就係擔心呢件事情。
So where do we begin?
咁我哋喺邊度開始呢？
How do we begin to discover the movement from passivity to participation?
我哋可以點樣開始由被動去到參與呢？
To help us do this, I'd like to just do a very quick word study.
我哋而家會用簡單嘅字研究嚟到開始嘅。
Following this, I will share some practical means for moving toward greater participation in worship.
跟住我就會分享一啲實用嘅方法，令到會眾喺崇拜之中可以有更多嘅參與。
And keep in mind that the more participatory our worship is, the more culturally relevant it will be.
要記住嘅就係更多嘅參與就係更文化適切啦。